Very good morning, students. So today we are going to discuss about the prime factorization of the denominator in the decimal expansion. This is the introduction of exercise 1.4. So here just quickly we'll revise whatever we have studied in the previous classes or class 9, that is rational number in the decimal expansion form. Decimal expansion form is basically either it is of two types. It can be terminating decimal or it can be the non-terminating decimal. Okay, non-terminating decimal is further of two types, that is non-terminating repeating. So non-terminating repeating decimals are basically coming in the category of rational numbers. However, non-terminating, non-repeating, non-terminating, non-repeating, they are coming in the irrational number, category of irrational number. So the non-terminating repeating decimals can be expressed, that is rational number can be expressed in the form of P by Q, and here cannot be expressed as P upon Q. So since irrational number or non-terminating non-repeating decimal cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q, so we will not be discussing about the irrational number here. We are only concerned about the non-terminating repeating and the terminating decimal. Okay, so for any rational number, let's say the rational number be x, so x can be expressed as P upon Q in case of rational number where Q is not equal to 0 and P and Q are co-prime. Okay, so this is just the revision of what we have discussed in the previous exercises. So it can be either terminating decimal expansion or non-terminating. Again, I am just dividing it into two parts. So it can be either terminating decimal or it can be non-terminating repeating. Okay, so there are two types of decimal in case of rational numbers. Okay, now this, if it will be terminating decimal, any rational number is a terminating decimal if, this is very important to be noted, any rational number is a terminating decimal if the denominator q is equal to, it is of the form 2 raised to the power n into 5 raised to the power m. Okay, means it can be if we want to write it in the form that statement form, so any rational number, any rational number is a terminating decimal if denominator q is of the form 2 raised to power n into 5 raised to the power m, where n and m are whole numbers. Whole numbers means they will include all the positive integers as well as 0. Okay, what does it mean? It means that, very important to note, q, the denominator q has only powers of 2 or powers of 5 or power of both 2 and 5. 2 and 5 only. Means what? It means, or we can also say in other words, that Q will not have any factor other than 2 and 5. 2 and 5. Okay, like let's take few examples. Example number 1. First example, if I take 4 upon 5. So 4 upon 5 can be expressed as 4 upon 5 raised to the power 1. So it is having only 5 as the factor. So Q can be expressed in the form of 2 raised to the power n into 5 raised to power m. How? If it is having 5 as the only factor, so we can write it as into 2 raised to power 0, because 2 raised to power 0 is equal to 1 only. So we can say that here the value of n, Q is of the form 2 raised to power 0 into 5 raised to the power 1. In this case, n is equal to 0 and m is equal to 1. So it is an example of terminating decimal. Okay, understood? Second example. Example number 2. Second example, let's take 5 upon 2. So in case of 5 upon 2, we can write it as 5 upon 2 raised to the power 1. So again, it can be written as 2 raised to power 1 into 5 raised to power 0. Any number raised to power 0 is 1. 5 raised to power 0 is also 1. So in this case also, Q is of the form 2 raised to the power n, 2 raised to power n into 5 raised to power m. That is, we can say that the value of that is here denominator Q is of the form 2 raised to the power 1 into 5 raised to power 0. Here the value of n is equal to 1 and m is equal to 0. N is equal to 1 and m is equal to 0. So this is also an example of a terminating decimal. Let's take the third example. Third example, if I take as suppose 2 upon 10. If I take 2 upon 10 as the third example, it can be written as 2 upon 2 raised to power 1 into 5 raised to power 1. So here also Q is of the form 2 raised to the power n into 5 raised to power m. Here basically Q can be written as 2 raised to power 1 into 5 raised to power 1. So the value of n is 1 and the value of m is also 1. So this shows that 2 upon 10 is also a terminating decimal. Hope this point is clear. What is a terminating decimal? Now let us discuss about the non-terminating decimal. So non-terminating decimal is any rational number is a non-terminating repeating decimal if the denominator Q is not of the form 2 raised to the power n into 5 raised to the power m, then it is non-terminating repeating decimal. Okay, where n and m are the whole number. So we can write in state. So if rational number is a non-terminating repeating if denominator is not of the form 2 raised to power n into 5 raised to the power m. That means which also means that where n and m, where n and m are whole numbers. It also means one thing, that Q has any other factors other than 2 2 and 5. Okay, if q has other factor other than 2 and 5, or it does not have 2 and 5 as factor, it have any other factor. Let's take few examples. Okay, let's take few examples. Like example number 1, in the first case, if I am having, let's say, 1 upon 3, so here it can be written as 1 upon 3 raised to the power 1. So it is having 3 as a factor other than 2 and 5. Okay, so it is a non-terminating repeating decimal. Similarly, if I take any other example, let's say 5 upon example number 2, let's say 5 upon 6. So in case of 5 upon 6, it can be written as 5 upon 2 into 3. So it is having 2 as the factor. But 3 is also the factor. 3 is a factor other than 2 and 5. So it is also non-terminating repeating. Means if in a fraction, if in a number, rational number, we are having the denominator 2 and 5, but it is having any other factor also other than 2 and 5, then it will be non-terminating repeating. Or if we are having 2 as the factor in the denominator and we are having any other factor other than 2, then also it is a non-terminating repeating. If we are having 5 as the factor in the denominator and we are having any other factor other than 5 and 2, then also it is a non-terminating repeating. If it is having only neither 2 nor 5 as a factor, but it is having any other factor, then also it is non-terminating repeating. Now I think that the concept must be clear to you. Look, one example of the question here. Without performing long division, we have to state without doing the division, we have to tell whether the given rational number are terminating decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal. So there are only two conditions in case of rational number: either they will be terminating or they will be non-terminating repeating. This is the first part of the question. Second part, we have to write down the decimal expansion if they are terminating decimal. So let us do the first part first. That is, we will first tell that whether these numbers are terminating or non-terminating repeating. So 3 upon 8 can be expressed as 3, and 8 is basically 2 power 3. So it can be expressed in the form of 2 power n into 5 power n as 2 power 3 into 5 power 0. So it is terminating. Okay, understood? Secondly, 13 upon 125, so it can be written as 13 upon 5 raised to the power 3. So that means it can be expressed as 13 upon 2 raised to power 0 into 5 raised to power 3. So it is also terminating. Okay, 7 upon 80 we can write as 7, and 8 is 2 into 2 into 2, and 10, that is 2 into 5. So that is 2 raised to the power 4 into 5 raised to power 1. So this is also can be expressed in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m. So it is also terminating. Okay, last but not the least, 1 upon 7. So 1 upon 7, it can be expressed as 1 upon 7 only. So that means it is not having 2 and 5 as a factor, or it is having one factor other than 7 is the factor other than 2 and 5. So it is non-terminating. So denominator cannot be expressed as 2 power n into 5 power n. It is having, since it is having one other factor, so it is non-terminating repeating. Okay, non-terminating repeating. So now we come to the second part of the question. Second part of the question, we have to write down the decimal expansion of the terminating decimals. So terminating decimals, this is terminating, this is terminating, this is terminating, this is not terminating. So we don't have to write the decimal expansion of this. So terminating decimal, how? Now how to write this? Since we are having 2 power 3 and 5 power 0. So if we are having one pair of 2 and 5 as the factor, so since we know that 10 is equal to 2 into 5, 10 is equal to 2 into 5. So if we are having one pair of 2 and 5 as the factor, we can replace it by 10. If we are having two pairs of 2 and 5 as factor, it can be replaced at 100 and so on. So if we already have 2 power 3 in this, so if we multiply it, 3 upon 2 power 3, if we multiply it by 5 power 3 in the numerator and denominator, so what we will get? We will get, in the denominator we get 3 pairs of 2 and 5 as factors. So in the denominator we get 1000 or 10 power 3, and in the numerator 5 power 3 into 3, that is 3 times of 125. 5 into 5 is 25, 25 into 5 is 125, so that is 375 upon 1000, that is 0.375. This is how we will convert into decimal expansion. Similarly, in the second part, we can write 13 upon 5 power 3. So we are already having 5 power 3, so we have to multiply by 2 power 3 in the numerator as well as in the denominator. So we get what? 2 power 3 is 8, that is 13 times of 8 upon 5, 1000 again, 3 pairs of 5 and 2. So we get 13 times of 8 is 104 upon 1000, that is 0.104. Hope it is clear. Now the third part is 7 upon 80. So it is having third part, we are having 7 upon 2 power 4 into 5 power 1. So we are already having 5 power 1. So the number of powers of 5 1 is there, and number of powers of 2 is 4. So if we subtract the number of powers, 4 minus 1 is 3. So if we multiply by 5 power 3 in the numerator and denominator, then we get 7 into 125. 7 into 125 upon, now it becomes 5 power 1 plus into 5 power 3, so 5 power 4 into 2 power 4, that is 10 to the power 4 or 10,000. 1 0 0 0 0 1 10. So 10 to the power 4, that is 7 into 125 is 875 upon 10,000. So we can write it as 0.0875. Okay, and this cannot be expressed as decimal expansion, so it will be okay. So hope you have understood it. In this exercise there are two types of questions only. That is, first type of question is we have to test without performing long division whether the given numbers are rational or irrational. Secondly, we have to write down the decimal expansion of the terminating decimal. So the things which we have studied just now, it is in the form of theorem. Now you can understand the theorem. That is, let x be a rational number whose decimal expansion terminate. So that means it is a terminating decimal expansion. Then in that case, this x can be expressed as p by q, where p and q are co-prime numbers, and the prime factorization of the denominator q is of the form 2 power n into 5 power m, where n and m are non-negative integers, that is n, m are the that is non-negative integers, that is they are the whole numbers. So few examples: 3 upon 8, 13 upon 125, the same thing which we have just studied. Now converse of 1.5, theorem 1.6, state that if any rational number can p by q, which can be expressed in the form of p by q, such that the denominator q is of the form 2 power n and 5 power m, then this rational number p by q has a decimal expansion, has a terminating decimal expansion. Just a converse of the above theorem. And 1.7 states that if any rational number is there, p by q is there, which is not of the form 2 power n into 5 power n, then the decimal expansion x, the rational number x has a decimal expansion which is non-terminating repeating. It is not a terminating decimal expansion, it will be non-terminating repeating decimal expansion. That's it. So now we will move to the exercise 1.4.